I believe that JASMY, it's a sleeping giant. Why is that? It's because I do believe that during the peak of this bull run, JASMY could at least go to the price of $1. And of course, this isn't financial advice nor guarantee, but I do believe that JASMY is that special. I mean, first of all, I made a very good call on JASMY. I remember talking about JASMY last year. Everyone was clowning me. They were saying, wow, it's caca, it's trash. Where are these critics right now? They're probably now off running over to their girlfriend's boyfriend's grandma because they can't believe that, Lee the Captain made a good call. But even despite that, I do believe that JASMY could do a lot better because I do think that $1 could still be in the cards during the peak of this bull run. And why not, right? You have to take into consideration how, first of all, JASMY is focused on the right market, focused on the data storage market, predicted to be worth nearly $800 billion by 2030, according to Fortune Business Insights. So this statistic isn't coming from some random dude in their mom's basement yapping away. At least that's the way I view it. Now, also on top of that, you have to take into consideration how, when it comes to JASMY, not only are they focused on the data storage market, but they're focused on revolutionizing it through decentralization. Now, why is decentralization potentially so amazing for something like the data storage market? Because first of all, usually we take a look at centralized data storage, which is the main go-to nowadays, right? Typically controlled by a single entity, usually there's these multiple single points of failures, which I think people don't like. And of course, it's not desirable. However, through decentralization, that's completely gone. So that's amazing. JASMY is trying to revolutionize a market that's predicted to be worth nearly $800 billion over the next 6 years. Man, that's very fantastic. Not to mention, their management team is filled with many individuals who have had many years of work experience working at places like Sony. So yeah, that's amazing. That's very fantastic in my opinion. Caray, porra. Also on top of that, JASMY is the first ever legally compliant cryptocurrency in the country of Japan. That's very fantastic. That's not easy to get. For a cryptocurrency to become legally compliant in Japan, they have to go through extremely stringent regulations, right? They have to go through a bunch of, I would say a bunch of bureaucratic nonsense. So one could only imagine how difficult it was for JASMY to achieve that. But you know what? JASMY, they've been able to achieve that. JASMY, it's like the David Goggins of projects. No, I'm not saying that it's directly affiliated with David Goggins. I'm not saying that, but this is just an analogy. Why is that? It's because David Goggins, you know what he says? He says, hey man, who's going to carry the boats? Who's going to carry the logs? He's the type of person that, let's say it's a 10-mile marathon, he's going to run just 69 miles. Just for the fun of it, I guess. He's the type of person to do that. JASMY, they're like that, right? They don't settle for mediocrity. They want to become legally compliant in Japan. They did that. They have an amazing team. They have that, right? Also, on top of that, they're focused on the right market. They're doing that. I'm a kind of a rapper. But yeah, besides that point, you get how amazing JASMY is. Caray. Of course, I had to start speaking some Portuguese there because I think JASMY is that fantastic. Now, $1 really isn't all that insane, right? If JASMY were to go to the price of $1, considering current circulating supply, market cap would be around $49.3 billion. This is kind of complicated. Let's just say it's $49 billion for simplicity's sake, or even let's say $50 billion, right? Even a $50 billion market cap isn't all that crazy. I mean, we've seen Doge go to around $88 billion in market cap, and come on, man. JASMY is just a lot better than that caca nonsense. $50 billion market cap approximately doesn't seem so bad in my opinion. Of course, during the peak of this bull run, which could seem so insane because according to Crypto.com research, nearly 600 million crypto owners as of right now, more than ever before in history. And no, I'm not talking about that Michael Jackson album. I'm talking about history here. That's amazing. The potential FOMO could be insane. Now, as to when the peak of the bull run will happen, for altcoins, typically they do reach their peak anywhere between 6 to 18 months after a Bitcoin halving event. Of course, again, this is historically speaking. Now, some people, they may argue, okay, the Bitcoin halving event happened back in April. Seems kind of like a long time, man. Potentially waiting 18 months from then, that's October of 2025. But why is this so bad? A lot of people, they've been waiting just generally speaking, right? When it comes to cryptos, just overall, since 2021. So waiting potentially another year doesn't seem so bad. Over a year, of course, right? Worst case scenario. But yeah, you get my point. This is like running a marathon that's 10 miles, and let's say we're 8 to 9 miles down. Hashtag Eminem. Is running, 1 or 2 more miles really that bad? I mean, come on, man. We've made it this far. Of course, not financial advice. At least that's the way I view it. So even though JASMY has done very well, I believe that it could do a lot better. I do believe that the data storage market is heading in a positive direction. There's a lot of crypto owners as of right now. And also on top of that, Jasmy, it's that fantastic. So also, yet again, when I consider how realistic the market cap would have at that point, $1 really isn't all that insane. I wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. I think it's that incredible. Caralho, porra, tudo bem, bom dia. That's a bit of Portuguese. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. And also on top of that, make sure to check out this very fantastic video. I think you all would really love it. It's been Lee the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I believe that Jasmy is a sleeping giant. I'm out. Peace. Bye.